Have you started using ChatGPT for your business? This is a great tool I love using to get things going, especially if I'm feeling a little tired or I'm a little stuck. It's a great way to get it going, to write a rough draft, to get some ideas, and I want to show you how I'm using it to write a speech for an educational presentation I'm doing for Toastmasters. I'm going to share my screen now. And happy Lunar New Year. I am preparing for a volunteer presentation. I'm presenting to Toastmasters tomorrow. And in particular, it's for a speaking workshop that we're hosting. It's a free service, it's a community offering. And I volunteered to lead it. And Toastmasters provided all of this information, handouts, marketing material, and so on. It even provided worksheets for the speaking workshop, but it didn't provide the speech. So I still have to write a speech based on the worksheet that they provided. I'm sharing with you my ChatGPT screen. I have the paid version, it gives me access to ChatGPT 4, and I've already saved in the settings my preferences when it comes to my writing. So in the settings at the bottom left, I don't know if you'll be able to see it. Let me see. Oop, I have a smaller screen right now to make room for everything I'm sharing here. Oh, here it is. Sidebar. So in the bottom left, you can go to custom instructions. And this is where you can save things like, in my case, I put that I'm a business coach who I love to work with. And I even put my writing style. And then you can also put in your preferences and how you would like ChatGPT to respond. For example, if you are more of a bullet point type person, you can say that in there, that just give me bullet points, or just give me an outline, or don't use flowery language, just get right to the point. Whatever you want, you can save that in your settings. So for me, I have already saved in the settings my business name, who my ideal clients are. I even have my style of writing saved in the settings. And how I did that was I had to analyze a previous essay that I wrote, a personal essay, and it described my writing. And I saved that description in the settings. I have videos on this already on my YouTube channel. If you can't find it, let me know. I do have a ChatGPT playlist. If you can't find it, let me know. You can comment below. I believe it's public. If not, it's just for my list members, but I can make it public. Okay, excuse me. So, like I mentioned, Toastmasters gave me the tips that wants me to include the presentation, but it didn't write the speech for me. And I'm feeling a little tired. It's already kind of late for me. So I want ChatGPT to give me a rough draft that I can add onto and edit into my style. So this is what I gave it. These are the instructions I gave it. Write a 4-minute presentation in my style. Again, it has my writing style already saved in the settings. Write a 4-minute presentation in my style for Toastmasters on how to select the speech topic. Include these tips. And then these tips are what Toastmasters gave me that they want me to include in my educational presentation. So here's what it gave me. Now, when I say my style, in my style, my branding style, because of my business name with Take Wing Coaching, there's a lot of language that has to do with flight, dragons, taking flight, taking wing, lift off, that kind of language. So you're going to see that in the writing that ChatGPT gave me. For example, in the title, it called it Soaring to Success. Choosing a speech topic that resonates. And then it says, here's the speech it gives me. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and esteemed guests. As a business coach specializing in helping visionary, purpose driven individuals, I often encounter a common challenge selecting the perfect speech topic. Now I'm going to stop it right there because that's not actually a common challenge I deal with as a business coach. I'm not a speaking coach. So that I'm going to probably just delete altogether. Just like in business where the right product can lead you to success, in public speaking, the right topic can elevate your speech from ordinary to extraordinary. I don't really agree with that either, but that's what it gave me. We'll work with it. Today, I want to share with you a heartfelt approach to choosing a speech topic that not only resonates with you, but also captivates your audience. I like that the part of the sentence where it says a topic that resonates with you as well as captivates your audience. I think that's important. That is a tip I want to make sure that I have in there. All right. It says in brackets, transition with a personal touch. Imagine you're preparing for a journey, perhaps a flight. The first step is always choosing a destination. Similarly, in speech making, selecting your topic is akin to choosing your destination. I mentioned earlier how preparing for a journey, perhaps a flight, that kind of language comes with my business branding. I don't want it in this speech. So I'm going to remove that. And I could ask it in the instructions. I could say something like, rewrite this speech, removing my branding language out of it. Or do not mention things about take wing or anything like that. But I can delete it. It's not a problem. But this first step, it's always choosing destination. Not sure if choosing a topic is the same thing as choosing my destination. I think that the correlation here would be more of the destination and the purpose of the speech versus the topic. So that doesn't really align with what I would really say. So I think I would change that as well. So these are the ones you're passionate about or having understanding. So I'm going to change that. Okay, they're the ones you're passionate about or have a deep understanding. I do agree with that. That this topic that you choose for your speech, you do want to be passionate about. You do want to have a deep understanding of it. But here's the first tip. Choose a topic you're familiar with. That's in brackets. That's what I gave it. And responded back with, consider topics that you're familiar with or have a high level interest in. Just like a bird effortlessly glides through the sky. When you speak on a topic you're familiar with, your delivery becomes more natural and engaging. Well, I take out the bird stuff, but delivery about being natural and engaging, I think that's important. Your enthusiasm becomes contagious, captivating your audience. That's fine. Now, this is only a 4 to 5 minute speech, so I don't have a lot of room here to elaborate on this. There's going to be a discussion after this in our Toastmasters workshop. So I just need to give them the tips. So choose a topic you're familiar with. Next is consider your audience. Next, let's talk about your audience. A successful speech is a two-way journey. Consider topics that interest your audience as much as you. It's like choosing a flight path that offers beautiful vistas, not just for you, but also for those on the journey with you. I think if I was more of a flowery speaker, this would fit my speaking language. It doesn't. So I'm going to remove that. I think I need to train ChatGPT better because I don't write like this. I don't speak like this. I think the reason why I do like how it adds in my branding language when I'm writing for business, not for my Toastmasters club, but for business, is it gives me ideas that I can jump from, but I don't necessarily use all of it. And I think that's important when you're using AI, is it gives you a starting point, but you still want to customize it to fit what your personal style is and what your purpose is. Just like what I'll be teaching in my Toastmasters classes. Okay, so the second tip, consider your audience. Ask yourself, what does my audience care about? What can I share that will enrich their knowledge and experience? So in here, I'm going to give the example of being in the Toastmasters just for Filipino leaders, because that's where I'm considering my audience, is that we have something in common already. So I can throw in, well, no, we're talking about topics. I was thinking about details, like how I can relate to my audience. But what are the topics that my audience can relate with that I can relate with as well, being we're all Filipino leaders? Of course, we all have our different backgrounds, our different stories, our life stories and experiences, but there's a common thread between all of us. So if I'm picking a topic, can I relate it to my audience? For example, the theme for the next meeting, which I'm actually speaking at, is called Qualities or Characteristics of a Filipino Leader. And I want to write a speech about something that sounds a little boring, which is project planning. So, what are the qualities that a Filipino leader has that can be a benefit or even a hardship to project planning? And that's going to be something that my audience is already going to resonate with, because they'll connect with me on that we're all Filipino leaders and many of us are planning projects all the time because of our work. So I'm considering my audience for that topic. So I'm going to put something really small, maybe just one sentence about an actual experience in here, so that I'm not just taking AI and copy and pasting it. I'm putting my own experience, my own stories, things that ChatGPT knows nothing about because I haven't given it that information, to be honest. Okay, third tip: offer something new. Now, think about what your audience already knows. My goal is to add to their knowledge, to show them a world they haven't seen before. Share insights that are new and thought provoking. This way, you're not just a speaker, you become a guide leading them to new horizons. I actually really like that paragraph. That's very similar to what I would write on its own. I don't know about leading them to new horizons. That's probably a phrase I wouldn't necessarily use. Sorry, I'm a little tired. but the not think about, but the rest of it is very similar to what I would write on my own. How I would personalize this is if I'm going back to my Toastmaster club, my Entrepreneurship Toastmaster club. How can I offer something new with the audience or the members? They range from just starting to do public speaking, maybe even haven't started yet, to people who are speaking in public more. Uh, they've booked a few public speaking engagements already and want to increase that. So there's a gamut there. I would say maybe half are self-employed, half are employed. So something new that they could relate to or they haven't seen before, but fits the audience. So I mentioned I'm talking about the themes I'm working with are project planning and being a Filipino leader. What's something that they haven't been exposed to before? Well, one thing that I know that they have been before is often, especially with go-getter type women, and I see this with Filipina women as well. I would joke with a friend joke about how, have you ever seen a lazy Filipino woman? That's not possible. We're always busy. We're always taking care of everything. So something that they haven't seen before, I have a few ideas. It could be maybe, do I have to always be the one in charge? Can I be more of a support person? Can I even back out and not be the leader? Can I step out and say no? That's something they may not necessarily have seen before because we're Filipino leaders, right? We're always speaking up, we're always stepping up. I'm the one who volunteered to put together this speaking workshop, and now I'm leading it. So that would be something a little different, is when to say no, being a leader, and when's the right time to say no. Something like that. That would be different. Okay. So that's an idea. I'll play around with that. Fourth tip, define the goal of your speech. Now, as I said earlier, I liken that what was the initial example they gave? When you're preparing for a journey, you're considering the destination. For me, the goal of a speech is similar to the destination of a journey. So let's see what ChatGPT wrote. It said, consider the goal or purpose of your speech. Are you looking to inspire, inform, or persuade? Define this for yourself clearly, like a pilot with a clear flight plan. When you have defined purpose, your speech becomes more focused and your message becomes clearer to your audience. So define the goal. Are you looking to inspire? Are you looking to inform? Are you looking to persuade? For my educational presentation, the goal is to inform. But for my own speech, when I'm speaking at my Toastmasters club, it's going to be to inspire. So having that goal in mind will help direct where I'm going. And hopefully I'm showing that right now, is with this speech, I'm educating, and then at the same time, I'm giving hints to what I would do at a real Toastmasters Club meeting. Okay, final tip here. Cover important points well. If your goal is to provide information, structure your speech to cover your most important points effectively. It's not just about the information, it's about making it accessible and memorable. Think of it as a carefully planned tour where every stop is meaningful and enriches the journey. I like this. With the final points, cover important points well. Honestly, I don't know how this relates to the topic, about choosing a topic. Let me go back to the tips I gave to ChatGPT that Toastmasters wants me to include. Consider your audience, what your audience knows. Think about the goal or purpose. If you want to share an important message, define it for yourself so you are sure your audience takes your message home with them. If your goal is to provide information, make sure you cover your most important points well. Okay. So that's what I gave it. And so this is not my final tip. That should have been the tips under tip 4. Define the goal of your speech. So if my goal is to inform, then I should be covering my most important points. And I'm going to double check this, compare it to the worksheet, just to make sure that I'm lining up my tips with the worksheet that's provided. It's a little different than writing your own speech. Typically, I would create my worksheet after I've written my presentation or webinar or workshop. But in this case, I'm given something, so I have to go with what's been given. Now, here's the conclusion. In conclusion, choosing the right speech topic is like preparing for a meaningful flight. Again, these analogies it gives, it's just so silly. In conclusion, choosing the right speech topic is like preparing for a meaningful flight. I will change that. It requires understanding your passion, considering your fellow travelers, offering new perspectives, having a clear purpose, and ensuring a memorable journey. Remember, the right topic is a powerful wing that can lift your speech to new heights. Thank you, and may all your speeches soar to success. I'm going to completely rewrite that conclusion. It's basically a summary of the 4 tips, so I will just rewrite it with the summary of those 4 tips. I do like the last line. Thank you, and may all your speeches soar to success. Sounds good to me. But that's basically what ChatGPT wrote for me. if you're just joining me, hello, whoever's live there. I was just showing how I use ChatGPT. I was feeling a little tired. I am feeling tired. And I'm giving a 5-minute educational speech in my Toastmasters speaking workshop that we're hosting tomorrow. Toastmasters gave me an outline or a worksheet to go from, but it didn't give me a speech. So I had to write a speech. And I was feeling tired. So I asked ChatGPT to write the speech for me. And then I copied it and pasted it into a Google Doc. And I've started rewriting it. And I started rewriting it into my own language. There are some sentences here that are fine. I'm not really sure if I'm going to keep it. So those sentences I'm just leaving in here for now as with a strike through. The sentences that are completely off, I'm just going to delete. In the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and rewrite what I want to rewrite. So as I mentioned, let's write this speech. Okay, so here's what I started with my own language. Good evening. One of the aspects I like about Toastmasters is that there's a theme for every meeting. And as a benefit with our membership, we also have, I'm just going to simplify this. We also have speaking lessons with different themes. In fact, you're getting a little taste of it now. Every lesson, take out this one. That gives me 2 seeds, the movie theme and the lesson theme that I can use to grow my very own speech. Or not. It's my choice. If I have something in particular that I'm preparing for, such as a business pitch or a webinar, I can use that time to help me prepare and practice for something I'm already doing. I'm going to take this out because that doesn't fit in with the purpose of the speech, which is choosing a topic. Choosing a topic speech. Let me fix the title here. Choosing a speech topic. Just like in business, where the right product can launch you to success, in public speaking, the right topic can help you launch you to success as well. This is what ChatGPT wrote. Not crazy about it. I'm just going to cross it out for now. And we'll see. Where's text? There we go. Strike through. Cross it out for now. We'll see if I keep it. Today I have 5 steps. Actually, I have 4, I think. Let me look at ChatGPT again. So the tips are topics that you're familiar with. Consider your audience. Consider what your audience knows. Think about the goal. That's 4 tips. I usually like an odd number of tips or points that I cover in my content. But I'm going to go with this 4 for now, and we'll see. Maybe Let me pull up the worksheet. This one. 1, 2, 3, 4. It is really 4. If you want to share an important message, define it for yourself so you are sure your audience takes your message home with them. So this is at the last tip. Think about your goal or purpose of your speech. If your goal is to provide information, make sure you cover your most important points as well. So it's 4 tips with a 4.1 and 4.2 in there. If you want to share an important message, define it for yourself so you're sure your audience takes your message home with them. I still think it's just 4 tips. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and just stay with what they're giving me. So it's 4 tips. Today I have 4 tips on how to choose a speech topic that not only resonates with you, but also captivates your audience. This part was written by ChatGPT, and I like it. And it's very similar to what I would say, so I'm going to keep it. Now, here's the sentence I'm not sure about. Imagine you're preparing for a journey, perhaps a flight. The first step is always choosing a destination. So, how can I make this work? The first step is always choosing your purpose. What's a similar analogy with choosing a topic and planning a trip? You're planning a speech, you gotta choose a topic. If you're planning a trip, you gotta plan the purpose, the goal, or the vibe you want. Wouldn't that be the same as the fourth tip of defining the goal of your speech? Going to cross this out for now. And we'll see if we keep it. Okay. So here's the first tip. Tip 1. Consider topics that you are familiar with or have a high level of interest in. Just like a bird effortlessly gliding through the sky. Just like a bird effortlessly glides through the sky. I just having a hard time saying that. I will rewrite that. Just like a bird effortlessly glides through the sky, when you speak on a topic you're familiar with, your delivery becomes more natural and engaging. Your enthusiasm becomes contagious, captivating your audience. So I'm just going to take out that part. And I'll start with when. Start with a preposition there. When you speak on a topic you're familiar with, your delivery becomes more natural and engaging. Your enthusiasm becomes contagious, captivating your audience. An example I can give. So this is how I'm also going to personalize this speech that ChatGPT wrote for me, or wrote a rough draft for me, is putting in my own personal examples. But it doesn't have to be my example. I'm going to give the example of our club president, Elaine. When our club president, Elaine, he's on, throws in, speaks on BTS. Her eyes light up. Her smile widens. And the audience, us, giggles with delight. we may not all be BTS fans. I don't want to throw in a sh in there. But we can all relate to feeling giddy from a boy band crush. Okay. Second tip, consider your audience. Okay, I'll take that out because I don't need that there. I'll say tip 1, tip 2. Oh, skip ahead. This is tip 2. Tip 2. Let's talk about your audience. A successful speech is a two-way journey. Consider topics that interest your audience as much as you. It's like choosing a flight plan that offers beautiful vistas, not just for you, but those. It's like choosing a destination, choosing a vacation destination that has the lounges by the pool, and for you and the adventurous rafting trip for your and the rafting trip. Whitewater, adventurous buddy. Is that right? Or is that too? Does that connect there? Let's talk about your audience. A successful speech is a two-way journey. Consider topics that interest your audience as much as you. It's like choosing a vacation destination that has the lounges by the pool for you and the whitewater rafting trip for your adventurous buddy. I don't know. That seems too different. But basically, you want it to be a topic that resonates with both you and the audience. So let's take that out for now. Ask yourself, what does my audience care about? What can I share that will enrich their knowledge and experience? What can I share that I'm excited about and it will what's an example here? Next week, I'm the featured speaker. Entrepinayship Toastmasters. Entrepinayship Toastmasters. The meaning theme is qualities of a Filipino leader. The meaning theme is qualities of a Filipino leader, and my pathways theme, which is our learning program. My pathways theme is on project management. Management? Doesn't like that spelling. We'll fix that later. I'm the featured speaker. The meaning theme is this. This is my learning theme. Considering my audience, and our themes, and my themes, let me see my themes, and the themes. Considering my audience and the themes, what would they be interested in? I can highlight our qualities as Filipino leaders, that our strengths for project management, that we can lean on. And that could be a topic that fits both what I'm interested in for myself, for the goal, which we'll talk about goals, but for the goal of completing the lesson in the learning program, the theme of the meaning, and I think they would be interested in hearing how they can utilize their strengths. Okay, offer something new. Third tip. Okay, we'll take that out. Third tip, or tip 3. Tip 3. Now think about what your audience already knows. Your goal is to add to their knowledge to show them a world they haven't seen before. Share insights that are new and thought-provoking. This way, you're not just a speaker, you become a guide, leading them to new horizons. I don't need to have the new horizons part in there. But the rest I really like, and ChatGPT wrote that whole paragraph. And that's something I would write as well. So tip 3, what is something new that can lead into this topic of qualities of a Filipino leader for project management to make it a little different, to make my topic stand out, I could lean into the qualities that don't, that qualities that Filipino leaders have that are a hindrance to project management. I have a few ideas here that I don't want to type out right now, but just for notes to myself, because I will type them out later. I could talk about the difficulty of saying no, letting go, being right. What else? Difficulty. I think I misspelled. Difficulty of saying no, being able to let go, being right, controlling. And this is all to save face. Touchy subjects there, and I think that could be something I could lean more into for my speech the following week. So I think when I rewrite this for my educational speech, all I need to do is just list, here are some ways that I can make my topic stand out more by acknowledging, by showing them qualities that we may have that can be a hindrance to project management, such as, or I could even say, and let me know if this is something that speaks to you. Difficulty of saying no, of being able to let go, being able to trust others, being right, having to do everything myself, having to save face. So, those are some topics I can cover in my speech to my Toastmasters and be able to show another light to this topic. That's what I can say to this educational project. I'm kind of writing two speeches at once right now. Okay, fourth tip, defining the goal of my speech, of your speech. Tip 4, consider the goal or purpose of your speech. Are you looking to inspire, inform, or persuade? Define this for yourself clearly. Like a pilot with a clear flight plan, when you have a defined purpose, your speech becomes more focused and your message becomes clearer to your audience. I think I could take out these qualifiers. Your speech becomes focused and your message becomes clear to your audience. If your goal is to provide information, structure your speech to cover your most important points effectively. It's not just about the information, it's about making it accessible and memorable. Think of it as a carefully planned tour where every stop is meaningful and enriches the journey. ChatGPT wrote that. I'm going to keep it in there for now. Conclusion with an inspiring note. Take out this little ending here. In conclusion, choosing your right speech topic is like preparing for a meaningful flight. It requires a meaningful trip. It requires understanding your passion, considering your fellow travelers, offering new perspectives, having a clear purpose, and ensuring a memorable journey. Remember, the right topic is a powerful wing that can lift your speech to new heights. Is a powerful first step. Thank you, and may all your speeches soar to success. May all your speeches soar to success. Okay, what can I'm going to take this. I'm just going to delete it. delete all the ones I crossed out. I want to know how long the speech is. Let me ask ChatGPT. Here's my speech. How long is this speech? If I were to read it word for word. Is it analyzing it? I think it's been longer than 5 minutes because I added so much to it. 6 minutes? Oh, it says 4 minutes. Hey! The timing is based on an average reading speed of 137.5 words per minute, which is typical for a presentation setting. Oh, here, I didn't start from the beginning. The estimated reading time for your speech, if read word for word, is approximately 3.65 minutes. Oh, that's good. This timing is based on an average reading speed of 137.5 words per minute, which is typical for a presentation setting. Your speech would fit well within a 4-minute time frame. This is perfect because I will read it slower. If I'm nervous, I will read it faster. But if I read it slower, and I should be fine. And we're presenting this workshop over Zoom. I could turn on the timer app and I can see my time there and I can adjust the speed of how I'm delivering the speech to the actual time. Now, how I deliver the speech is I use Google Docs. I know some people use like a teleprompter that would probably, or memorize it. I'm not memorizing this. So some people could use a teleprompter like BigView, BIGVU.com. I've tried it. It doesn't actually work really well on my computer. I think I just don't have enough RAM or memory on my computer for it to run smoothly. So I think what I will do is, and this is what I usually do, is use Google Docs. I will increase the font to maybe 18 or 20. 18 right there. I'll put the document right underneath my camera. I'll close all of the, let's see, like if I turn off the ruler, I can turn off the outline. Oh, I can even put on full screen. And then I can just slowly, I have a mouse that has a rolling, what is that called? A rolling mouse. So I can just roll the wheel. Oh, the wheel. It has a wheel on it. I can roll the wheel and I can read it while I'm delivering and do my best to look at the words on the screen and look into the camera. I also have, where is it? Somewhere around here, I have a camera, a webcam holder that brings the camera lower onto the screen so it doesn't look like I'm like looking up and down. I can match the height of the camera with where the words are, so there is less of a difference between where I'm looking while I'm reading and looking to the camera. Because when you're looking to the camera, it looks like you're looking into their eyes, which is what you want. You want more of that connection when you're giving a speech, especially online. So I can play with that as well and see if that helps. But it is just a 5-minute speech. It is a volunteer role. And I do want to do a good job on this. But it's a nice tool. ChatGPT is a great tool you can use to get it going when it comes to writing your content, to writing a speech, for example. And then you can go in and edit it so that it's more you with your own personal stories. of course, creating the settings, saving the settings so it knows more of your style already is important. And I do have that other video in my playlist for ChatGPT tips on my YouTube channel. So if you go to youtube.com/GailNott, if you're not there already, you will find that. I also have ChatGPT prompts you can use that you can use for other things like writing your social media posts. If that would be helpful for you, let me know. I'd be happy to send that over. Thanks for joining me this evening. Have a good night.